A song is playing in your head right now. Maybe not this exact second, but it will be soon. A few notes, a single line, looping on repeat without your permission. You didn't choose it, you can't quite switch it off, and it might stay for hours. It feels like a glitch. But the real reason your brain does this is far stranger than you think. Almost everyone has one. Studies suggest around 90% of people get these musical loops at least once a week. You can solve problems, plan your week, hold a conversation, but you cannot evict 4 bars of a song you don't even like. So what is actually happening in there? This thing has a name. Scientists call it an earworm. The technical term is involuntary musical imagery, music that plays in your mind without you ever choosing it. And the first clue is that it is almost never random. The stuck song is usually something you heard recently, or something tied to a sudden trigger, a word, a place, a feeling that pulled the tune up from memory. Your brain did not pick at random, it reached for something already half-loaded. The researcher Vicky Williamson gathered thousands of people's reports to find out when earworms strike. They tend to arrive when your mind is loose and wandering, with nothing to hold it. In the shower, on a walk, drifting off to sleep. The moment your attention lets go of the wheel, the music slips into the empty seat. But that explains why a song appears, not why it loops. The loop is the strange part. The researcher Kelly Jakubowski studied thousands of earworms to find what these songs share. They tend to be a little faster than average, with a melody that rises and falls in a common, easy shape, but with one small twist that makes them stand out. Familiar enough to replay without effort, unusual enough to catch and hold, like a thread snagging on a nail. That is why a catchy chorus haunts you all day, while a long, complex piece almost never does. Still, why does it repeat? The real answer has almost nothing to do with music. It comes from the psychologist Bluma Zygarnik, who noticed something curious about waiters. A waiter could remember a long, unpaid order perfectly, but the moment the bill was paid, the order vanished from memory. Your mind clings to what is unfinished and lets go of what is complete. An open task stays loud, a closed one goes silent. Now apply that to a song. When a tune gets stuck, you are not replaying the whole thing. You are looping a fragment, a chorus, a line that never resolves. It is an unfinished task, and your memory treats it exactly like that unpaid bill. It holds the loop open, replaying it, waiting for a resolution that never arrives. The professor James Calaris called this a cognitive itch, and like any itch, the more you scratch, the worse it gets. So if the earworm is an open loop, the cure is to close it. Listening to the whole song, all the way to its final note, can release the loop, because your brain finally hears the ending it was waiting for. If you cannot finish it, crowd it out with a task of just the right difficulty. Not too easy, not too hard, something that occupies the exact part of you the song was using. And then the strangest trick of all, chew gum. Researchers at the University of Reading found chewing gum measurably reduced how often a stuck tune came back. The reason is quietly astonishing. When a song plays in your head, you are silently singing it, using the same inner machinery you use to speak. Chewing occupies that machinery, and the song struggles to play. An earworm is your own voice, singing to you just below the level of hearing. But the loop points at something bigger about you. Your brain is, above all else, a pattern completion machine. It cannot stand an open circle. This is the same force that makes you desperate to know how a story ends, that keeps you awake over an unresolved argument, that pulls your eyes back to the one message you haven't opened. A cliffhanger, a question left hanging, a task half done that nags at you all day. Your brain is forever leaning toward the unfinished, trying to snap it shut. The earworm just happens to be the version you can hear. It is the only open loop in your mind loud enough to listen to. The song is not attacking you, it is showing you, out loud, how your mind has been working all along. The same machinery that traps you with a chorus is the machinery that finishes your sentences, solves your problems, and pushes you to see hard things through. The earworm is the small, annoying price of a mind built to close loops. So the next time a few notes start looping in your head, refusing to leave, do not treat it as a glitch. You are not malfunctioning. You are listening to the deepest habit of your own mind, a brain that cannot bear an unfinished thing, singing the same line until the circle finally closes. It feels like a glitch, and it may be the most honest sound your mind ever makes.